Hello and welcome to the programme. I'm Tom Bell. Thanks for joining us. Now, the cities we live in are constantly evolving. Technology is slowly changing how we live. For example, how we interact with the state, how we vote, how we travel, and how we police our cities. The list goes on, and I'm pleased to say joining us in the studio to discuss more about this and the creative side of this project is spurring on the changes Yaroslava Boyko. She's the coordinator of the Kyiv Smart City Initiative. Thank you so much for coming in.
Hello, and thank you for inviting me.
You're welcome. Well, this is a really exciting project that you're involved in, and it's something that's constantly developing. You said you were involved in the creative side. So, well, I have quite a few questions. Firstly, I wanted to ask you about this creativity index that you've developed, what the purpose of it is, and what you hope to achieve in that sort of sphere.
Actually, first of all, I would like to start that our initiative have existed more than 2 years. We have wrote a concept, we have finished this work, and today concept is an official document for city government, how Kyiv will develop till 2012. And after we have finished this concept, according to this concept, we have priors: transparency, transport, safety. And now we start work under the strategy of our city. And according to smart city standards, we have to take into account the index of creativity. What is this? This is a tool which shows how urban landscape develops. This index shows how people feel and how they active in their city. All the spheres of cultural life, theaters, cinema, activism, everything. So, and that's why, together with the analytical center SEDAS, commissioned by Kyiv Smart City Initiative, we have worked out the methodology, especially for Ukraine, because we cannot take standards of Great Britain or maybe Canada. We have to take work out our methodology and work with it. And now we have already data of cultural life of 2 cities, Kyiv and Odessa. We compared them.
And can I ask you about the study itself? Because I mean, I've lived in Ukraine for a long time now as well, and the city has changed, Kyiv has changed dramatically, even since I've been here. So do you have the results of the survey? And what were the findings?
Yes, or you can find all the information about actually our initiative on our website, kyivsmartcity.com, and or our Facebook page, which is very popular because many people, more than 20,000 people already follow our web page, and you can find information there and numbers, these scales. Data which is divided from different scales. You can find it on our website. And you say that Kyiv changed dramatically, yes?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, actually, many citizens, and personally I, want changes in Kyiv, but maybe not all the citizens understand the importance of every citizen in the Kyiv, that we have to change, everybody have to make his influence, make this
like a contribution impact. Almost.
Yes, maybe contribution in every day, in small pieces of such a global organism as the city. So not only governments rules the city. Actually, today, by means of such projects as participation budget, we see that Kyiv has the power to influence their city. And here, maybe we can come to our discussion of our project City Guide, which actually is a number, is like an instrument for those citizens who want to take an active position in the life.
And does it help them get involved?
Yes, of course, because City Guide we wrote not like a strict number of rules. This is an instrument like a live organism, and we believe that Kyiv and citizens of Kyiv can become this powerful organism with the help of such...
and how does it help them, this guide in particular?
Actually, they will know which instruments now already involved in Kyiv.
Are you talking about different groups that exist? Or?
Yes, of course. A lot of different solutions already involved in Kyiv, such as e-petitions, such as participation budget, such as personal, in the nearest future, people will get a lot of services which they can use already. And they have to know. That's why we make guide for people to know which rules and which opportunities they have already in the city.
Yeah. Oh, that's very interesting, actually. And also, the one example that strikes me is on the suburbs of Kiev, we have this art platformer, which is a hub of creativity. Pretty much every weekend there's food festival, maybe sometimes theatre, I think they've had in the past, music. So obviously all these small places, those are included in your project as well?
Yes, actually this is not a project of Kyiv Smart City Initiative directly, yes, but this project emphasized that a creative industry and the idea already involved and spread, and idea already is a very important instrument and an important part in all industries, and such a project as Platforma shows that Kyiv has a very big potential in creative index, and we see it according to those numbers and results which we got with the index of creativity. And this project shows that Kyiv has potential. And what is very important is that every day our life is changed by means of technology.
Absolutely.
Yes, virtual and augmented reality, artificial intelligence, IoT projects. Many businessmen, they already use these technologies in their work, and we have to follow them, and we have to take into account it and spread all these technologies, make platforms for young entrepreneurship to get acquainted with such technologies.
Yes, yeah. And are there any particular sectors of the Ukrainian economy that you focus or you've seen particular progress in? For example, we could talk about technology, IT, smartphone applications, maybe even fashion, this creative fashion. Is there anything in particular that has improved over the time you've been doing this index?
Yes, actually we have partial project and small project in all spheres that you've mentioned, but according to my my personal experience, we've started with a platform for fashion. This September, together with Ukraine Fashion Week, we made a pilot project, Ukraine Fashion Tech Ukraine, which had a first pilot exhibition when Ukraine Fashion Week was on September, and we made a platform where we showed in one place all the variants and all the possible solutions in virtual reality and
in terms of fashion, virtual reality.
Yes,
wow,
in fashion
really
already. Yes, you can. Due to our experience and a lot of community resources in IT, we know a lot of projects that can be taken from IT to fashion, and that's why we made such a cross project between fashion and IT. And we made an exposition for people. By the way, in Ukraine, you know that more than 215 designers in Ukraine. This is a very big number in comparison with other countries like Poland or something like that. So we have this potential, and we understand as an initiative, we understand that we have to develop and we have to give this opportunity to our entrepreneurship to develop.
Yeah, that's very important.
Yes.
And I have one final question for you as well. And we talk about business as well, but certainly this project also has a lot of social implications as well. For example, coding for younger people, and your project's also involved in that. Can you tell us a bit about that?
About coding? Well, actually, this is one of my favorite projects because we have so big success of this project. More than 1,500 parents want their children to get this knowledge, to get knowledge of coding, because you know that coding, we believe and we are sure that coding in the future will be the part of every profession.
Yeah, I think so as well.
So,
it will be.
So that's why we have to give this knowledge, we have to give these skills to our children. That's why we made a absolutely free course together with our partners, Coding Academy. Sorry, we made this free course for children, and more than 100 children already got this course in our Kyiv Smart City Hub. And due to the success of this project, we started developing. We came to municipal school, and on 7th of November, we started the course in this school. This is just a pilot project. This is just beginning, but we believe that we will have the opportunity to spread it in other schools as well.
Yeah, well, that sounds fascinating, and that's all we have time for. Thank you so much for coming into our studio and explaining more about this initiative, and best of luck with all your work in the future, Yaroslava.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We were joined by Yaroslava Boyko. She's the coordinator of the Kyiv Smart City Initiative. You're watching UATV.